This is part 5 of the Fisherman with the Lobster Trap. In this video I'll work on his hands, the little trap line, finishing up to a point where I'm taking the head off and working on the head and getting started on that basic stuff. I'll need to add the rope that connects the buoy to his hand. And then I can begin working on his hands and shirt sleeves. Small sculpting tools are handy for this. I made the one you see here from a thin rod that comes from an old printer. The length of the tool allows me to get at hard to reach places. After shaping, I smooth the clay with a damp paintbrush. I use the gold color or white nylon Dacron synthetic type inexpensive brushes. The expensive ones will wear out very quickly. In order to get at the inside of his thumb and the tips of his fingers, I had to reach between the legs with my sculpting tool. And now for the other hand. It's in an unusual position with the wrist bent strongly back and the fingers gripping the lobster pot. I rarely if ever use photos in making my little fisherman figures. I mostly rely on memory. I like the way it looks in the final effect when I do that. And now off with his head. Removing the head will make it easier to do the facial features, and it allows me access to the shoulders for doing the collar of the shirt. The inside of the clay is no longer soft as the moisture has migrated towards the surface, so it takes a bit of effort to get this apart. Now I'll add the shirt collar. And a few other details. Now I can begin shaping the head. First I'll add his baseball cap. As I work, I occasionally moisten the clay. It has dried a little bit from sitting unworked. Adding a little slurry whenever I add some clay also helps to make sure that everything sticks together well. I create the basic shape of the head with my fingers mostly. I move to larger sculpting tools to define the basic features. I'm taking a little extra time to show the details of how I make the face and head. And of course I use smaller tools for the details.
Rotating the head in my hands helps keep it balanced and in good shape, but you have to also be careful to not lose the details as you hold it with your fingers. Smoothing a bit with the brush. Defining the cheeks and the sides of the head. A little shaping on the nose and eyes. A little more smoothing. And now moving down to the mouth area and the bottom of the nose. And a little more smoothing and a little more working and a little more reworking until you get a basic shape and features that you're happy with. In smoothing, you have to be careful not to get too much water on your brush or everything can go to mush on you. I need to set it aside for a bit.
It's a fair amount of detail going into the head and face, so I'll end the video here. Appreciate you watching it this far. Hope you'll stay tuned for the next steps as I complete the head and remove the armature. Thank you for watching.